So, way different spot today. I'm way up the northern peninsula of Newfoundland, digging in a resettled community. And yeah, I got a cabin up here, so I come up here digging a lot. And I just dug a one of the very first holes in one of my good spots along this stretch, and I had to turn the camera on. I just looked down and saw this. I had to turn the camera on just to record it. So I don't know what it is yet, but it looks to be about the size of a Newfoundland large cent. I'm guessing that's most likely what it's going to end up being, but it might be old. I found coins from as far back as the 1600s here. French. It's very old. It looks to be copper. I'll turn the video off and then I'll clean it up. I'll turn it back on after. This is exciting. Very exciting. Oh, it's hard to tell. Let's see if I can get the camera to focus on it. It doesn't seem to have much detail on that side, but this side appears to have a bust of a head left there. It's hard to see, and there's also a bit of lettering around the top. And up there. So I will clean that up very, very nicely when I get back to the cabin there. Yeah, that's a good start, yeah. That's very exciting. That could be very, very, very old. Yeah, you can see the bust of a head there. It's definitely not a Newfoundland penny. I know that. It's too big. It's not much bigger, but it's just a little tiny bit bigger than a large cent. So, yeah, I'm going to keep digging. I found a 1919 large cent over there yesterday or the day before, coming over to get water without the metal detector. It was just like sitting there washing out with the tide. But yeah, I'm gonna keep walking, and I'll turn the camera back on if I find it. Oh, actually, before I stopped the camera, I just looked over and saw this. Yeah, that's either a musket ball or a lead sinker. No holes. That is a musket ball. Yeah. So this is obviously a good spot. I found many, many coins and musket balls and stuff like that along here over the years. Another little tiny chunk of lead there. I found lots of stuff like that along here over the years. This is one of my best spots. More lead. Well, it's because this is the cleanest water in the harbor over here, this little brook. So everybody would have passed by here on either the other side of the brook or this side of the brook to get to it. So, yeah. Sweet. I will turn the camera back on when I dig something else up. Another big old chunk of lead. Wash it off with the water, I suppose. Sometimes you find some that are like bag seals. Those are pretty neat. In this case, there's not really much. I really will check the hole again. And that is it. So I'm going to check along here a bit. See if I can do a bit of a live search, I suppose. Sorry for the wind noises, if that comes true. It's not too windy, but... I wish I could grab my shovel. I'll grab it if I see anything. If I get any signal, right? Sometimes it also depends on the angle that you detect it at. Especially if it's like a coin, it could be up on edge and you'd only detect it from one side. Or... Pick it's a lid. That one's a good one. Go get the shovel. As you can see, piece of French earthenware, the 1700s. Tons of it here. Let's see if I could do a little bit of a live dig. Probably gonna be a bit wobbly on your side. I apologize for that. I don't really have anything to hold the phone on it or nothing, so I'm gonna just hold it with my hand while I'm digging. Not out of the hole yet. Alright, give me a minute. I'm gonna see if I can rig something up to stand the phone up, and then I'll keep digging. Alright, we'll see how that works. Should be, and it most likely is, a piece of lead. But it could very well be a coin, because I found many along this stretch. I think very far from the last hole, truly. I doubt it, but it could also be a square nail. There's heaping piles of square nails here. French lived along this coast. Still in the hole, surprisingly. Must be over. There's another crack. I hope this video turns out alright. This recording here, at least. I hope it doesn't turn out too bad. It's a little different. I never really did anything like this, so this is kind of a trial. Never recorded up here, even though I've dug up here for the last 10 to 12 years. Every summer for 2 weeks, or 3 weeks. this still recording? Yeah, it is. So this side of the hole, big old rock there. Can't be there. Let's try from a side angle. Down in the bottom. I hope this is more than lead, but it often happens where it takes a long time, just like this, and it turns out to be nothing more than a little tiny scrap of lead. Oh, I thought that was lead. But you never know, you win some, you lose some. I might not even see the video yet. Piece of lead or something in this hole. 3 or 4 minutes or 5 minutes of watching me dig might be worth nothing. That's the joys of live dig. You never know. Down about 10 inches now. Hopefully I got it. If I don't got it, I'll turn it off until I do got it. Got it. Oh, I see it. I like finding these. It is lead, but it's a cool piece of lead. So, toss that in the water. See if I can get it to look at it properly. I can't get it. Whatever. It's a jigger weight. It's an old fish-shaped jigger weight. That would be a smaller one, but they made bigger ones. Yeah. I can't turn the camera around for some reason. It won't let me. I don't know. And I just looked down and there's a base of an old earthenware pot. But yeah. Alright, I'll figure something out now. Now I gotta bury this. Alright, a few holes later, not really much found. I just looked down, got a little bit of a signal, but it's right on the surface. That's the cool thing. The roll of lead here, but that's the cooler one. Yet another musket ball. Someone's fired. I don't know what the last one. You can see there's a little flat spot in them. There's a little focus. There's a bit of a flat spot in them, so that's pretty neat. Along here is usually a good stretch for cool lead stuff. But over there is usually the coin spot, so you never know, I might find some coins or something here. Give it a try. Next signal down the line is pretty neat. Just a little tiny bit further, and right there. That is a bronze ship spike, and it's covered in what looks to be tar, maybe some sort of waterproofing. Most likely tar, but the reason why that's so cool, because otherwise it would just be out of a ship somewhere. The reason it's cool is because just off here, out past that rock, in the early 1900s, late 1800s, a coal schooner ran aground, and it was planched with copper nails. Well, bronze nails actually, but you know, you get the point. So, just out there to just in here, and I find them all the way around the harbor, and that's what they all came from. Was that one wreck? It's gone now, unfortunately, but yeah, that's what the majority of the bronze nails in this harbor came from. So, yeah, back to digging. Little ways further to go before I can't get along any further because of the water. We'll see.